me, Sound Ward, back for another Star Trek Official Starships Collection review. This is number 82, the United Earth Starfleet Warp Delta. I try not to ramble so much in this take. And we get the magazine and the ship itself, but more on that in a little while. Let's see. So, specification, UAS Warp Delta, specification. I don't believe it's called that in the show. It could be Neptune class, but there's been no sort of direct reference to see what class this actually is. It could be an N because the Intrepid we got 10, 15 issues ago, maybe more I think now. That was, somebody said it was an NY class, so this could be an NZ class maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it could be an NZ class, we don't know, or NZ. Anyway, yeah, I'm rambling. Type Escort, affiliation, United Earth Starfleet, when I said United Federation of Planets then. Launch 22nd century, length 130 metres approximately, crew 30, top speed 3, weaponry, plasma cannons, and we get a beautiful CG render of the ship there. It's really cool, different to the one that's on the front, is it, I think? Yeah, because that's the top view. It's really nice. The Warp Delta was one of the first ships to serve in the United Earth Starfleet. It was equipped with warp nacelles and it could accommodate a crew around 30. It was mainly used for planetary defence and survey roles. After the Xindi dispatched prototype of the superweapon, it attacked Earth and killed around 7 million people. Starfleet boosts the planet's defences, including operating several vessels, including Warp Delta starships in the Solar System that can be called upon to engage larger threats at a moment's notice. And also the construction of the Columbia NX-02 had started as well. So then we've got some more images of the ship itself. That angle, it kind of looks like the star drive section of a Galaxy class. That sort of shape. You can see here, this back end, this is taken from the opening shots of the title sequence. Kind of like a Star Destroyer. You've got your 3 big engines there, and then you've got your 4 little engines. I haven't got a Star Destroyer handy at the moment. No, I don't. No. So yeah, and you can see that this section was refitted and, modifications out in the field and repairs and upgrades and stuff. You can see it fighting Klingon bird of prey there, and then fighting some Xindi. Actually getting destroyed by some Xindi by the look of it. Duras, son of Toral, an ancestor of the infamous Duras family in the 24th century, that tried to take control of the Klingon Empire through various nefarious means. The Duras in the 22nd century was the commanding officer of the IKS Bortas, who was ordered to capture a group of Aran Sen rebels. They fled from the colony and had been annexed by the Klingons. Captain Archer helped them escape, humiliating Duras in the process, and the Klingons spent the next year trying to hunt down Archer. And then we've got them attacking the Bartas there. You've got the topographical scan, which is really cool, except this is upside down. This is the bottom view, and they're calling that the main bridge, but that's the main sensor dome. Various different views. We've got... Actually, this is a better angle, isn't it? I do apologise. I'm down here and you can see my face. Now here you can see my face better. Gather round, children. I shall tell you a story of long ago. Other vessels in the Earth... served Earth Starfleet, the 22nd century, including the Neptune class and the Sarajevo-type transport vessels. According to the Star Trek Enterprise Rise of the Federation, Uncertain Logic by Christopher L. Bennett, Warp Delta ships, including one named Eberswild, served in the Earth-Romulan War that began in 2156. Prior to the NX-2, so the NX project, which began set up the early 2140s, human starships were incapable of exceeding Warp 2. In 23 2143, the NX Alpha briefly broke the Warp 2 barrier before it exploded. Shortly after, the NX Beta reached Warp 2.5 with Jonathan Archer and A.G. Robinson piloting the craft. So there you go. So it's taken me 82 issues to realise that this is a better angle, but there you go. Designed by the legendary, the man, the legend, that is John Eaves. That is a beautiful shot. I really like that a lot. You can see sort of the TOS pilot flattening the cells there. You can see the Star Destroyer arrangement there. You can see it better in this shot here. And then you've got your different sort of design elements there coming into play. Different sort of engine configurations. Because they wanted to do a sort of a natural progression from the NASA Rockwell Shuttle Orbiter, or the Space Shuttle, to the NX-01, obviously. And they wanted a natural progression from the shuttle to thinking. So these ships, the Cochrane, this one here as well, which you see in the opening titles as well. You see it docking from the ISS, and then which would lead into the the Warp Delta here, which I believe is an NZ class. I did say that earlier, didn't I? Because people said the Intrepid was an NY class, and then you've got NX, which is of course NX class, and then we've got NZ, so it's logical and plausible. Then we've got Planet Earth: A Secret History, and it goes into the history of the Federation. Sorry, I keep saying that. United Earth and stuff like that, and it does go into bits about the Federation as well, because you've got Christopher Pike there from the Cage or the Menagerie, depending. Then you've got Captain Picard and his sister-in-law, and then you've got Sanctuary District A. So it goes into the history of Earth, because like I say, Star Trek Enterprise spent more time on Earth than ever before. The planet grew into a major galactic force. Then we've got the various images from different episodes. I believe that's from when the Borg find the Borg in Antarctica, in the Arctic. Sorry, not Antarctica. What is wrong with me? I think I'm tired. Is what it is. It is midnight nearly. So on the 4th of November 2016. Just in case you were wondering. Then you got the first contact with the Klingons there. The Klingon known as Clang, shot by a shotgun by a farmer. And then you've got the commencement address of the United Federation of Planets there, and you've got a cup of water being filled from the original series. And then you've got the Dzindi destruction of Florida, and the death of Trip's sister. And then we've got more images of the Columbia. We get the Columbia being built there. You've got Dr. Phlox doing his pufferfish impression, and then you've got Alex J. Murphy, Robocop, Peter Weller in the episode, and he does show up in Star Trek Into Darkness as well. So, Paxton Lairds. Yeah, because after the Xindi incident, which was a bit not unlike the Borg threat, I thought, but the humanity began, sorry about that. Jump cut. They will be. There was, after the Xindi incident, there was a period of sort of xenophobia and stuff like that. So they were saying Earth for humans, and so the Vulcans were being attacked. Phlox was attacked in a bar, and he did that sort of kind of a defense mechanism type thing. And this guy rallied the cry even more. Doing a Donald Trump essentially. Which is not good. And then we got on screen. First appearance is in The Expanse. And pops up again in Twilight and a few other episodes here and there. And it's in the title sequence of the In a Mirror Darkly, where you see two on either side of the Enterprise shooting torpedoes and stuff. Trivia: the Warp Delta, as seen flying above Luna in the opening credits of Star Trek Enterprise, right after the scene of Zephyr Cochrane's Phoenix, and before shots of the NX-01, was labelled SS Amante. by the art department, and the imagery for the opening titles come from a drawing that illustrator John Eaves created. A number of real-world and Star Trek vessels leaving Earth, see below. So yeah, that's a really nice picture. Actually, could have had a bigger picture in the thing. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that out because you got the Enterprise E there, the TOS, Phoenix. You got some various shuttles there and stuff. So it's a nice progression from, Yuri Gagarin's, the shuttle, orbiting pod, to the Enterprise E, which is the most advanced starship in the fleet. Yes. Serena Scott Thomas, System Kirsten Scott Thomas. Film scenes for Star Trek Enterprise episode The Expanse, which she plays Becky, a love interest for Captain Archer. This episode was running 10 minutes long. When completed, it was decided to remove the scenes where Captain Archer meets Becky in a restaurant in Chinatown in San Francisco. According Enterprise leading a ragtag fleet in the new home after the destruction of the Earth in Star Trek Enterprise episode Twilight is a homage to Battlestar Galactica before writing the episode. Mike Sussman had read the plot script of the reimagined Battlestar Galactica, which I don't like. I didn't like it. Yeah, you can see it's not unlike Battlestar Galactica. I didn't like the reboot of Battlestar Galactica. Too much shaky cam, gave me headache, and the end was just fucking ridiculous, I must admit. So yeah, onto the ship itself, and here it is. It's really cool. You can see sort of the future in this ship, if you know what I mean. You can see where the NX-01 will come, because the nacelles are quite NX-01-y, except they've got the ball at the back rather than... does the NX-01 have the ball? I can't remember. Yes, it does. It has like a little lip on it as well. It's all this is metal, which is good. Is it? Bottom's metal, top's plastic. Then you've got, instead of having the Star Destroyer engines, you can see that this was sometime later this was added because you've got a warp stabilizer there. Upgrades. You've got impulse engines as well. You've got these extra sort of pylon bits because you can see this is where the end of the ship was, and then all this is added for extra stability and stuff. And then you've got the round sensor dome at the bottom, you've got the weapons arrays there, and you've got some really nice sculpted detail in there. I like this section here, I like the colours on there. They work really well, sort of like the copper. It's coming out a bit more gold on this, but they're actually copper colour. You've got clear nacelles, you've got clear buzzard collectors. It'd be nice if... systems are functioning within normal parameters. Shut up. Sorry, it's Major L just talking to me. She's working, she's lovely. It'd be nice if these had the point on these to make it a bit less advanced, if you know what I mean. But it's not a bad thing. And you can see kind of, the space shuttle in there, and what would become the NX-01, which is a really cool model. This is a really good one. If you're getting Starfleet vessels, this is a must, I think. This is really a must. It's going to be... I might even get a second one and put them either side of NX-01. I don't know yet. I'm still waiting for my Mirror Universe NX-01. So look out for that. I think this is a really cool model. One of the best I've done in a while, I think. It's a nice size. It looks cool. And you can see, like I say, you can see future elements of Starfleet in there. You get your bridge at the top there, you get your sensor dome there. This section almost becoming a saucer. Even at that angle, it kind of looks like a Starfleet vessel. Well, it is a Starfleet vessel, but a future one. Not unlike a what do they call it? A Jaeger class, a Sabre class. Sorry, the ship's called Jaeger. But yeah, I like it. I think it's great. And it comes with the obligatory stand, the plastic connector, and it does, what does it say on the bottom? Just says Warp Delta and a number. So, and it connects to the stand rather snugly, and there it is. It's a really cool little model. I urge you to get this one if you can. Like I say, if you are cherry picking and you're just picking the Starfleet ships, this one. The design of it's really cool, and I do believe this is the very first model of this. I don't even think Attackwing have tackled this one yet either. It's a game I really want to get into, but if I'd start, it's a very deep, dark rabbit hole, and the ships are very expensive. I mean, you can pay £10 for a ship this big, and these are £10, and they're much nicer. These are display pieces and not toys and not game pieces. So. But anyway, I'm rambling. It fits on stand quite nicely, and the light's picking up the clear plastic quite nicely as well. So, yeah, get it, pick it up, really cool. And thanks for listening to me ramble again, and I'll catch you all later. Bye for now.